Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Franklin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Cole McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender...
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
From 17 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You got 3.
Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Here's first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
49, check 49. Ozzy. Watch the twist. Check it.
Brady to throw again.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Check it, reload.
Operating from the gun. Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Down, O.J. Howard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Danny Johnson returning. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to...
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 24, Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
Brady's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 42. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
McDonald sets to throw.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 17. Washington 14.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing again, McDonald. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Brought down at his own 6.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, the left side completion to Jones. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
34 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brought down by Kendall Fuller. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Brady is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw on 2nd down, McDonald.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Play action. It's McDonald.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. But
team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought down.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check in motion. Check the call. Check the call. Safe.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, McDonald flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Double. Mike's 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. McDonald eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Down by Kendall Fuller. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22.
To throw on 2nd down. Franklin, he's got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Washington.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock, and you've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
23 yards.
23 yards on the play.
First down.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side of things.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady to the right side, complete to Miller. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
3rd and 6.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Brady, and he's got Miller.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range down at the 27-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up.
Throwing now is Brady.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
They are not ready.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this throw caught left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Throwing is McDonald. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, and he'll complete this to Gibson. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on third down. McDonald, and he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Throwing on first down. McDonald, it's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hall. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs' 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down.
Here's McDonald to throw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 26. 72. Hey, check. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. No gain on this defense. No gain. 72.
From the gun, Brady.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Buccaneers 24.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Punt formation for the Buccaneers.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Washington football at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action with McDonald.
They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Another throw there off the mark. And obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question. And my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 13. Check 13.
Now Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Don't say nothing. Slam, slam, slam.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jordan Willis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
Out. Fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Brady going to throw here, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. 21. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check